following the breaking news out of Florida, where President Biden's Justice Department raided former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home.
House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy saying, quote, when Republicans take back the House, we will conduct immediate oversight of this department, follow the facts, and leave no stone unturned. Attorney General Garland, preserve your documents and clear your calendar.
Florida Congressman Greg Steube sits on the House Judiciary Committee, and he joins us now. Congressman, we just heard Kevin McCarthy's comment there. What are you going to do in Congress? How ugly is it going to get for Merrick Garland, for Christopher Wray, for the rest of the senior leaders at the top of the DOJ and FBI when Republicans take control of Congress and you force them to answer for this?
Well, yeah, clear your calendar is right, because we're going to bring you in, and not just the whole 5-minute testimony thing. We're going to bring you in and depose you and do document requests and record requests on all the information. If this is all about those 15 boxes that the National Archives wanted, the National Archives is a museum. It could easily have been handled any other way. Just like you said previously in this show, Hillary Clinton didn't send information that she should have had. She acid washed emails and all of this, and they never raided her home. I'm upset. A lot of conservatives, rightly so, are upset. Not only is this the former president's home that was raided, but this is the #1 contender to take on Joe Biden in 2024. This is a politicized and a weaponized DOJ that from the time before Trump even took office the first time was investigating him illegally, and this hoax over the American people, Russia collusion, and the American people aren't going to stand for it. The Republicans in Congress aren't going to stand for it. And I tell you this, I submit to you, this is going to rally people behind the president when he runs for re-election against Joe Biden and bring more people to the America First agenda and the America First cause.
Yeah, you bring up the Trump-Russia collusion hoax. There's also reporting that FBI agents covered up the Hunter Biden laptop, calling it Russian disinformation. Half the country believes that the DOJ is a wing of the Democratic Party. How do we restore faith back in the organization?
I think if those organizations are to remain in their current form, then there needs to be a top-down clean-out of all the upper brass and all the upper management in all those organizations, starting with Merrick Garland and the FBI director. But we had the highest level of intelligence officials who authorized those FISA warrants and those surveillance of Trump, of a political organization in Trump's campaign. Some of those people have left, but not all of those people. There needs to be a complete cleaning of house when Republicans take the majority. And this is 100% because of a totalitarian government. We have Democrats in the White House, we have Democrats in the Senate, and we have Democrats in the House. And there is no balance of all these horrible decisions that the Democrats are making to the detriment of our country. And the American people are not going to stand for this type of activity.
But Congressman, what I can't get past, and I haven't been able to get past this for the last 7 hours, we know Republicans are going to take back the House. It's basically fait accompli at this point. So where is the fear on the part of your Christopher Wrays, on the part of your Merrick Garlands, in anticipation of them being dragged on the carpet? I would think if I knew that was going to happen, I would be very, very hesitant about what I pursued. I would have a little bit more of a hands-off approach because I wouldn't want to be called on the carpet in front of Congress. What's your thoughts on that?
Because nothing has happened to these individuals that have done all this before, so they feel like they can get away with it. I mean, look at James Comey, look at all of these people in the DOJ and FBI that were surveilling on the Trump campaign. Nothing's happened to them. John Durham's investigation after 4 years is still going on with no solution in sight. So they think that they can get away with it. I mean, look at what Hillary Clinton did and nothing happened to her. So they think that they can just go along to get along in the deep state run by the swamp and the Democrats in the deep state, and nobody can hold them accountable. And that is why they are so afraid of President Donald Trump, because he actually did that. And if he became president again, he would completely reverse all of this craziness that's going on in the DOJ and the FBI and all of the other agencies of our government.
You know, 30 agents raiding the home of the former president looking for 15 boxes of classified material. It just really feels like we're missing part of the story here. The crime of the so-called crime of withholding information from the National Archives just doesn't justify the punishment of this FBI raid. Do you have any idea what these documents could hold, or if there is any reasonable justification for this?
No, but I can guarantee you Republicans are going to find all that information out and make it public to the American people as soon as we get the majority back. And I know Mike Turner and others, ranking members, have requested that they get briefed on this information. I hope they do. But I can't see that happening anytime soon because the Democrats are in control and the Democrats have the gavels in the House. And there's no way that we can force these administration officials to come and talk to us. So until we have subpoena power, until we have the power to get documents, depose people and get information, we probably won't get the answers. But November's right around the corner and January is right around the corner after that when we take the gavel and we have the power of the purse, the power of the investigation arm, and the power of subpoenas.
All right, Congressman Greg Steube, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir.
The mainstream media